Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Snute and ByuN on Proxima Station, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Snute from Team Liquid. And in the top right side of the map, we have the red Terran player, ByuN. So a TVZ here between two of the best players on Earth. Again, it is IEM World Championships Katowice 2016, held in 2017. And some of them will be cast here on the channel for you over the next few weeks. Actually, it has already started, so I mean, no big surprise there. But anyway, I think by the time this posts, I'll be back from vacation, but I'll still have a buffer because I just wanted to make sure I didn't get home and get sick or something and then have not enough time to cast and then miss a day, which I haven't done, you guys. I have not missed a single day of casting in over 2 years now. My 2-year mark was, I think, late February when I started this thing. My early casts, I don't know. It sounds weird to me. I think I'm trying to be a little bit too much Husky and not enough Falcon Paladin, which, you know what? When you start out, you kind of copy those people you look up to and those people you want to be, and then you kind of find your own voice over time, as I believe how it tends to work here. So, we do have a hatch coming down for Snute on this low ground on Proxima Station, just because you can get your creep spread started a little bit earlier going across the map, which is just fine. He's going to take his third hatch back here in the safe location anyway. It is a Reaper on the way from ByuN. So let's pull open our Reaper name list, and this is a lucky Reaper indeed to be controlled by ByuN. I mean, if you had to choose, right, who would you want to choose to control you as a Reaper other than ByuN? So this Reaper's name is Bob, and his backstory is he just wanted to be a Reaper. That's it. Like, there's no craziness going on here. He's ever since he was little, he wanted to be a Reaper, so they put him in a suit, they gave him 2 guns and some grenades, and said, go for it, destroy the Zerg. If you don't make it back, as most of your fellow comrades do not, we'll put your name on the plaque in the mess hall. So here goes Bob. Moving across the map again, ByuN controlled, a ByuN controlled Reaper. There are 6lings on the way, there are 2 queens on the way. Oh, more Reapers coming in too. Is this a Reaper group? Is this a Reaper group here? So coming into this natural base might actually get a drone kill. No, changing drones into Spore Crawlers, into Extractors does manage to keep them alive. But look at this dude go. He is on fire. Excellent micro by Snute though. Oh, catching a drone that was a little bit too brave. A little too brave. All right, so this group of Reapers is Rogue One, led by Bob. It's only 3 of them, but we're going to use a Reaper name anyway. So Rogue One, again, a fantastic Star Wars movie coming on in, taking down Lings. Look at how darn effective this is. Again, it's pretty much a ByuN thing, so don't think that all Reapers are going to be this good. It's just, man, watching the pros is so different compared to like Mandrake Madness. Another drone picked off there. Queen's trying to do this thing. Spinecrawler trying to plant itself. KD8 charges going off on it. Another Reaper has joined Rogue One, and 2 more Reapers on the way. Is this a 3? It's a 3 Rax Reaper with an expand in it as well. So ByuN making it work. Getting hit by Spinecrawlers a little bit though. Not what you want if you're these Reapers. But has he lost one yet? Nothing lost for ByuN in this game. Nope. 3 queens. All 3 getting hit by a KD8 charge and splaying out to the sides. Transfuses keeping the Spinecrawler alive. Has no kills, mind you, but is actually keeping the Reapers at bay. More queens. 4 queens here at the front door with the Spinecrawler. Is it enough to stay alive is the question. KD8 charges. He really wants to kill that Spinecrawler. Can he get it? Oh, one of the Reapers killed. Its body flying. Is it going to fly up forever? It's going to fly up forever. Goodbye, Reaper. Hope that wasn't Bob. I don't think it was. The Spinecrawler does end up falling, but at the expense of 4 of the Reapers. Reapers just walking into this mineral line now that there's not a Spinecrawler anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4 more drone kills on these Reapers, but forced to retreat. Only 3 of them remaining. This queen has a kill to her name. Very well done there. And again, his strategy has been to defend with queens. The queen does end up falling and not trying to defend with speedlings or roaches or anything else. I don't know about this. I don't know about this for Snute. The Spinecrawler's up. He's trying to make more queens. 1 does pop out here at the natural base. He's got his 3rd up and running. ByuN is making a command center back home because he has time for that. Because he totally has time for that, you guys. Like, no questions asked on that one there. Reapers trying to stab away here, and Queen goes flying. It just, there are only 3 Reapers remaining, no more in production here, so I think this might start the wind down. of this strategy. More Lings dying, though. The slow Lings versus Reapers, especially in ByuN's hands, just not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight. The Lings just don't have anything to do with anything. 9 Lings killed, 8 drones killed, 4 Queens, and a Spine Crawler in exchange for 5 total Reapers. 1,300 resources lost for the Zerg, and only 500 lost for ByuN so far, and it's 56 to 36 Harvesters. Snute has survived the early storm, and again, you might say to yourself, in this situation, I lost so many drones, I can't possibly be ahead, but he is. Snute's ahead because ByuN had to sacrifice so much economy to make that thing happen. So it's a calculated risk on ByuN's part. I'm not saying ByuN can't come back and win this thing, because he totally can. We've seen Terrans, I mean, not fail necessarily on their opening Reaper rush, but the 3-Act Reaper just didn't kill the Zerg player, and we're forced to move into a more standard mid-game, and the Terran player ends up just fine. So in the hands of a skilled Terran player, it's not necessarily an all-in the sense that you're going to lose the game unless you pull that off. As a Marine tries to fly over the main base and gets burned out of the sky by a million Marines. But they got scouted, right? ByuN is now following up with a double medevac, a bunch of Marine type attack. 16 Marines exactly. Enough slots for the 16 seats in those medevacs, and they're ready to go, just basically waiting on those medevacs to complete. Here we go. Medevacs done, filling up with them Marines, and here they move out across the map. 12 roaches in production, though. Whoa. Whoa, Snute. 12 roaches and 4 queens. That's probably enough. That's probably enough. He's making more, though. I mean, this is not the total number of roaches. He's continuing to put them in that production tab. He's got 12 already and 7 more on the way. So I just don't see this going super well. Here come the roaches. Goodbye, Reapers. Reaper Group Rogue One is toast along with Bob. KDA Charge does blow the roaches back a little bit there. And it's not enough roaches to deal with this many Marines. Gotta wait for some reinforcements. Creep Spread tried. Did he pick off those creep tumors? He picked off those creep tumors in the middle of those roaches like it was nothing. ByuN is so good. +1/+1 on the way for the roaches. Not quite there yet. +1/+1 on the way for the Marines. Not there. Done. Not there yet either. Tries to land in the main, but the roaches sniff that one out and chase ByuN away. So again, not a great attack done by ByuN. He did kill creep tumors. Forced them to get replanted and killed a couple roaches as well. How many roaches? 5 roaches have been killed. And again, resources lost continuing to favor the Terran player. 2,000 resources lost for the Zerg, and only 1,050 lost for ByuN. Additional Marines coming across the map with Widow Mines this time. Combat Shield just now finishing up. There it is. Ground Carapace level 1, 12 seconds away from completion. As well, Metabolic Boost on the way. Glial Reconstitution coming up at the same time. I mean, these guys are upgrading and playing their hearts out. Playing their hearts out right now against the biggest stage of StarCraft 2. Trying to sneak another medevac down this direction to the main, but there are Queens picking that thing off and just retreat. Just full retreat on that medevac. If you lose the medevac, the drop is essentially a waste. Widow Mines firing on this Roach Ravager group. Still going for it a little bit here. Crocodile missing everything. Snute's attempted a 4th on the left side. Going to have to cancel. I don't think he can save it. He's going to bring some roaches. There's the cancel. And yeah, well done by ByuN. Just knowing exactly how long he needed to kill that thing. Forcing the roaches to respond and then trying to sneak down to this natural base. Is there anything to defend this? There's nothing here right now. The roaches. There we go. Roaches coming back. They were going the wrong way, but again, more drones being killed. ByuN is just being relentless with these attempts, and he's just not losing anything either. He's killing what he can, and when the army shows up, he's moving out. He's picking up, he's boosting out. Is Snute going to try to do this thing without a Spire is the question. A drop-heavy Terran, you just need Corruptors or something. He is getting Infestors, he is getting a Hive as well. The Queens, oh, they can't pick off the medevac. 6 hit points left on that thing. Everybody dies because the medevac abandoned them, but the medevac is not dead. That's kind of the big point here. +1/+1 done for the Marines as expected. Stim and Combat Shield complete as well. And pushing right up the middle, here comes some Marines, killing another creep tumor that was under construction. A bunch of Lings and Roaches and Ravagers, though. It's not really enough. There we go. Retreating again is ByuN, but he has another group of Marines along this left side. They could push into this third base of Snute in the back door here. Do some damage, but they're kind of just hanging out right now. I'm not sure what ByuN is focusing on. What's he doing? He's got tanks in the mix. He's got Liberators in the mix as well. That Hive is complete for Snute. What's he going to do with it is the question of the day. Trying to take this gold is Snute. Nope. Marines showing up. Ravagers and Roaches trying to save it. More Roaches and Ravagers coming in, and ByuN needs to get out of there. There he is. Now he's retreating. Did not win that battle for sure. 4th base by Snute replaced at the gold minerals, which, hey, not a bad consolation prize if you're the Zerg player right now. Ultralisk Cavern on the way for Snutes. Up working on +2 melee attack. He's been working on Ultra upgrades this entire time. And you know what? I think it's working out for him right now. But tanks mixed in here for ByuN. These roaches not as effective as they were previously. Corrosive Biles landing, not hitting much of anything there. Great splits by ByuN. Coming to the left side with a flank, though, is Snute. The Infestors are here. Tank shots. Oh, Infestor dies. 2 and 3 Infestors still here, though. Still here on the battlefield. Enough for a fungal. They have enough for fungals, but they have Burrow, though. They do just now getting Burrow. Just now getting a Burrow. A Burrow cast fungal would be really nice. But look at these splits. There's the fungal coming down. Corrosive Bile on the medevacs, killing them, getting a full flank on these tanks. 2 tanks dying, pulling back as there are more tanks here for ByuN. Another attack coming down to assault this natural base. There are enough lings to clean that out for sure, especially with Roach and Ravager support. Coming back to defend the 4th is Snute. He doesn't keep his Infestors burrowed. This is very interesting. The fungals thrown down. The fungal Bile, very effective maneuver there. Another tank dead. Marines, Marauders kiting as best as they can back to the safety of their tank, but there's only one of them. And Snute looking extremely good. Extraordinarily good in this game so far. He's got Ultras on the way, getting chitinous plating researched as well at the 11-minute mark. I mean, this is as good as I can do under no pressure, is get these Ultras out at 11 minutes with chitinous plating and +3/+3, but Snute can do it while dealing with ByuN. That's how good at this game he is. A full assault at the front door of ByuN, forcing him back, though, a little bit. Finally, the Infestors burrow. I don't know what the heck they were doing previously. Small group of Marines sneaking on in, getting rid of a bunch of drones here at this gold base. Ultra doesn't really pay attention to what's going on. And 6 drones get killed. Just sheer efficiency out of ByuN here. Taking some shots from a Spore Crawler on the way out, and Queens finishing off the medevacs. The Marines on the ground, quickly destroyed by 3 Queens of their own. 3 Queens with upgrades, pretty good against 3 Marines. But again, more drones killed here. More of them killed. 18 total. It's 67 to 69 Harvesters. ByuN has the lead. But here we go. Ultras, Lings, Infestors, Roaches, Ravagers, and an Overseer. Part of this group can attack this front door of ByuN, then pulling back, recognizing maybe the tank count's a little bit too high here. Ultralisk in the front gets melted almost immediately. Another Ultra getting, there we go, fungal on the units, allowing the Ultra to attack. Bad pathing, though. And the Ultra dying again. Ultra from the left side trying to make this thing happen, but no, forced to retreat. Not enough Ravagers, not enough Roaches remaining here, and going for it. Going for it pretty well. ByuN pushing. +2/+2 is done. Corrosive Bile zoning him back. ByuN is not allowed to continue here. Concussive Shells is done for ByuN, working on +3/+3 at the 12.5-minute mark. That is the upgrade timing, you guys. Aspire to be ByuN if you're Terran. Aspire to get +3/+3 at 12 minutes, because that will mean that you are really good at this game. +3 ground armor on the way from a Snute himself. He just needs some fungals to land on this bio, and then the Ultras should be able to clean up. Liberator is a good choice for ByuN against the Ultras. Planetary Fortress, the gold base, 4th base of ByuN's as well. I mean, yes, good choice making that a Planetary Fortress. He doesn't need him anywhere else, though. Doesn't need him anywhere else. More Ravagers in production for Mr. Snute. Lings, Ultras, sneaking up this right side, maybe trying to get inside the main base a little bit, but look how spread the units are for ByuN. There's just nowhere the Lings can sneak into, so he's making a full frontal assault instead, getting right on top of these Marines. The Ultras doing pretty well, taking shots from Liberators, though. Corrosive Biles finishing off the one of the Liberators is dead. Tank fire still firing. The Ultras are behind the Ravagers. No. Ultras need to be in the front, and Snute recognizes that, decides it's time to back on out. Doesn't like what he sees there, but taking a 5th base of his own. Are the upgrades? Yeah, working on +3/+3 on those Ultras. +2/+1 done on the Roaches and the Ravagers. Again, assaulting, trying to take down a refinery. Slow down the gas income of ByuN. Can't quite pull it off. Can't quite pull it off at that point. Pathogen glands on the way. Some Infestors coming up as well. They should be born with that additional energy upgrade. And a medevac with very little energy sneaking along this left side. Going to try to maybe make a drop in the 3rd base or the natural. A lot of drones actually here at this 3rd base with only a Queen defending. Could be pretty good. Could be a pretty effective drop. Again, Planetary Fortress with the tank support is extremely strong. Does Snute want to go for this thing with his Ultras and his Ravagers? He goes for it. He got scanned, I was going to say. Went for it, though. He needs to get rid of that Liberator as soon as possible, and he does get it with Corrosive Bile. But again, I think too many tanks. The Ultras need to be in the front. You need some fungals. The Infestors are waddling up as fast as they can. An attack on the 5th base of Snute at the bottom here. Queen's trying to defend. Can't quite do it. Ultralisk. Everybody coming home to try to save this base. And the Queens, again, delaying pretty well at this point. Transfuses keeping alive. Ultra Ultra, get in there, assist. You can't lose the hatch. He's not going to lose the hatch. He's not going to lose the hatch. Another attack here. Landing. Oh, that drop landed at the natural base. Lings and Ultra's clearing that one out. And a big attack at the front on the creep. Getting intercepted by a ton of Ravagers. And Snute manages to hold here. He lost a few drones. He lost a queen or two. But again, not a huge deal. How are their SCVs dying? Were their SCVs with that attack? I don't know. Anyway, important for Snute. 5th base is still alive. 194 to 175 total supply. Snute has that lead. Ultras. Corrosive Biles again on top of the Liberators. Not enough to kill all of them. So many Ultras have died so far. 9 Ultras have been killed so far. There's the Fungal and the Fungal Bile. Clearing out those biological units extremely well. Again, the Ultras just aren't getting the attacks they want. Here's the problem here. It is 72 to 63 total harvesters. Snute has the lead, but taking to 5th base is ByuN. 15 minutes into this game. Ultra's caught transferring across the map by Marines and Marauders. And again, the stutter step is amazing here from ByuN. Tanks are dying though. Ultra's doing fairly well for themselves before they get taken down. Only Ravagers remaining in a single Ultralisk. Corrosive Bile taking down one of the tanks pretty well, and there's the Fungal and the Ultra cleaving through this group. Wow. Wow. That Terran group just died very quickly. Corrosive Bile is trying to get rid of the 2 Liberators. Perfectly done by Snute, knowing exactly how many he needed. This base on the right side. Snute doesn't know it exists. He doesn't know that it's there. Snute taking a 6th base of his own in the bottom right-hand corner of this map. Pretty close to ByuN's 5th, though. It's very dangerous, is what it is. Ultras and Ravagers possibly going to try to take down this base of ByuN's that is gold. I like his chances. I really do, but no, instead he's going to head on over. Where is he going? He keeps going this way, but is he trying to kind of defend his 6th? Possibly trying to defend his 6th base. I don't know. I really don't know how else to express that at the moment. Lings, queens running around, dancing around, tanks in production for ByuN as well, and it's a bit of a slowdown. So resources lost 22,000 for the Zerg and exactly 22,000 for ByuN. Okay, not exactly, but it's close enough. Both players have lost pretty much the exact same darn thing to this point. Liberator finds the 6th base of Snute pretty much by accident. Spore Crawler immediately going to be planted there. And again, both players just kind of hanging out. For how action-packed the first 17 minutes were, I'm surprised nobody's done any more attacking to this point. Lings, there we go, finding ByuN's 5th base, but the army is there. Lings can do nothing about it, which means the planetary fortress is pretty much under protected right now. And here we go. Lings and Ultras getting right on top of this planetary fortress. It's going to die. The Lings retreating, absolutely running for their lives, but a drop by ByuN. Coming down to Snute's 6th base is going to take it down. The planetary fortress is toast. But so are all the drones here at the 6th base. 10 drone kills and a hatchery. Nice little cherry on top of that victory for ByuN. Excellent job. Where's the army for Snute? Where is he going? He's trying to defend his 5th now that his 6th is toast. He needs it more than ever here. Ultra's coming up this left side, killing his own creep tumor. So we can expand there. He is sending a drone up. APM 400 plus for Snute, 389 for ByuN throughout this game. Drones trying to transfer to this, left side base. No, Marines are waiting there. ByuN by accident making that thing happen. Ultras show up, but Medevac's pretty good against Ultras, saving everything. And everything is saved. 5 drones killed, 55 to 62 harvesters. ByuN has that worker count lead. Where are the infestors? Where are they? How many does he even have? Infestors count 7. 7 infestors, but I don't see them anywhere. Here we go. There's a Fungal Bile up just outside of that 5th base of ByuN, but not really enough to take it down with the Ravagers and the infestors. Another drop here for ByuN, just kind of bouncing around. Well, same drop I guess we've had on the left side for a while now. And might just try to take out this hatch while Snute runs away from it to knock down some debris. Dude, this is open. This is open, and ByuN sees it. ByuN sees everything. He unloads by this attempted 6th base of Snute. Lings, Ultras trying to run in to that 5th base. No, there are so many Liberators. A Spire on the way from Snute. Corrosive Bile catching that Medevac. Goodbye. Harassing Medevac on the left side. Marines, Marauders fully upgraded, pushing in to this 4th base. To this 5th base of Snute in the bottom center side. Good spread on his units. Fungal's not going to be as effective because of that. Liberator setting up, tanks setting up very patiently, moving forward here. There's a spine crawler trying to save the 5th. Nope, it dies very quickly, as static defenses want to do. Is he base racing this thing? Where are you going, Snute? No, Snute. Baneling's trying to roll in, but it's ByuN and the splits are good. Baneling's exploding nearly nearby to nothing at this point. Yeah, it's a base race. Look at this. Snute coming on into the natural base of ByuN. Look at this. Look what is going on here. The army pulling back. Some of his units pulling back for ByuN here. But he's gonna lose a bunch of stuff here, is the problem. Choosing to go for the base race, which is something we're gonna see here in just a bit anyway. Ravagers and Ultras trying to sneak on in. Corrosive Biles taking down the Liberators. Again, Liberator count still pretty high at 5, and there's just not a whole lot to deal with them. Infested Terrans thrown down to get rid of the Liberators. Corrosive Biles tapped on everything. Nicely done. Liberator count going down extremely fast here. Marines, Marauders, and tanks. 7 kills, 19 kills, and 5 kills on these siege tanks. 2 more come in at 8 and 7 kills each. Throwing down mules at a base with the Zerg players right outside. Ultra's not at the front of this composition. I don't know why they're stuck in the back. Pathing is so bad sometimes. Corrosive Biles and Infested Terrans thrown down all over these tanks. What is happening right now? Marines coming to the top side. Marauders assisting at the same time. Infested Terrans taking down an orbital command. Snute is expanding all over the place. It's 139 to 119 total supply. Burrow, Infester, Lings, Ravagers sneaking on in. More Liberators are here, but the Fungal Bile getting rid of them immediately, making the Ultralisks that much more effective. More Corrosive Bile landing on top of everything. ByuN forced to stutter step back, and that's it. ByuN calls the GG, and Snute is victorious. Holy shamoly, what an incredible ZVT on display from Snute and ByuN here today. Non-stop action, with the exception of that one little break about 3 minutes ago, but man, they finished that off strong, didn't they? Snute, his decision to go for the base race after losing his 5th, I think, is what won him this game. I mean, he just forced ByuN to counter-react to what he was doing, and just was very cost-efficient with Fungals and with Corrosive Biles. The Ultras, again, I don't know how super effective they were, especially because they spend a lot of the time behind the Ravagers, which that pathing needs to be fixed. I don't know what to do here, but Ultras are big targets. They trundle around a little bit, not as strong as they could be, but Snute sending some Lings in to this natural base of ByuN. And while expanding himself, ByuN checked to see, oh, there are bases. There are bases that Snute's been taking, and I can't hold on to what I have, and so he tapped right on out. Resources lost here, about 36,000 for the Zerg player, and 37... What is that, 37? Yeah, 37,000 lost for the Terran. 322 Lings died for 252 Marines. 27 Ultras were killed. 27, 14 tanks, 17 Liberators. Again, the way that Snute handled Liberators without a Spire, just inspiring. Dad joke not intended. But, man, this is as good as it gets, you guys. As good as it gets. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.